I'm a big debate watcher. I love watching debates. Even if it's things I don't agree with, I just love seeing the other side of things and trying to not only see the weak points of my opposition when I'm debating, but also to see the weak points in my own argument and see where I can strengthen them. You know, if someone comes at me with something, I'm like, oh, actually, that's a really, yeah, I mean, I've not even thought about that. Now, then I can take that back, look into it, and be like, okay, well, I can strengthen it by understanding this portion of the debate and then strengthen the weak point, basically. I love it. It's something that I do pretty much daily. I watch a debate, whether it's on abortion or immigration or whatnot. I do it all the time. What I do find quite sad though is that a lot of people, and I think it is really upsetting that a lot of people do this, but they'll start this debate. You know, let's say the ones like on the street, right? Someone's sitting down or someone's holding up a sign or whatnot, and they start debating. Great, let's talk, let's debate, let's see, you know, who's right, who's wrong, and where we're weak at, and where we're strong at, so on and so forth. I hate it when someone starts to sort of not lose the debate, but they kind of get overwhelmed with maybe some information or an understanding of something, and instead of replying with, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, or, oh, yeah, that's a good point there, instead they then start to get angry and start to insult. As soon as that happens, the person doing so has lost the debate. It's kind of over because you're resulting to insult and anger instead of, you know, intelligence and calmness. I've seen this so many times, and it's very childish. But not only that, it's very upsetting because you then don't get to put your point across. You could have had a very good point to put across, but instead, because you've gone with anger, you're not going to get that across now, because everything you say is sort of futile because you've acted like a child. And now what you have to say sort of loses a bit of meaning at that point in time because you've acted like a child. I'm a big believer in that everyone has 1% of something that they've got something to talk about, and so I think everyone should be able to talk, and everyone should learn the art of having a good debate and sort of getting your mind across. I think a lot of people struggle. You know, when I see these people that are like really good at debating, and they've got all the stats, they've got all the statistics in their head, they've argued it a million times, they can just shoot off and fire off. It's very easy for them. They do it every day. And you have an average Joe that disagrees with their opinions, but they can't get it out. Even if what they're arguing is, let's say, morally more correct or has more stats behind it to prove their point, they don't have the firing power that the person that does it every single day does. And it breaks my heart when two people argue. One, they do it every day, and one that's just probably on the way to work. And even though most people would swing to the average Joe's opinion and view, they lose because they just can't grasp trying to get all of their thoughts out and back it with proof, statistics, events, and things like that. And then they go into just saying, fuck this guy's a loser, he's fat, he's this, he's this and that, and it's just, oh man, why did you do that? Just stop. You don't need to do that. Just say, alright, fair enough, shake the hand and walk on. So, the lesson today, kids, is that anytime you're having a debate about absolutely anything, even if it riles you up, even if it upsets you, even if your heart comes into play, which it will, especially if it's something you care about, to make sure you keep it under check. Because as soon as you start firing off your heart, you will lose the debate. And in most people's eyes, even if they agree with you, they'll probably go, oh, that was, not good. Not good at all. So, Allow your heart to power your brain, so you can use your brain more. But that's what it's about when you're debating. That's what it's about. If it's something that can be measured by stats and statistics and evidence and proof and events. And never, ever, ever get angry. Even if you kind of lose the debate in the sense of that person's got a little bit more on you, in the sense of their knowledge. Just shake their hand, reevaluate where you got beat or where you got outdone. Go and study those parts of your debate that ain't so strong, and try to strengthen them to understand why. And if not, and if you look at this and go, actually, they were right, change it, move it. Think, why? What am I thinking now? Because they put a good point to me. I've analysed it, and they were goddamn right. Okay, now you got to do some more research. What's right then? What's the best solution? You know. Never get angry in a debate. Never start to insult, and always show respect. Because remember, everyone has a voice, and there's going to be a lot of voices you don't agree with. That does not mean you need to hate them. It does not mean you need to throw hate at them. You respect them. You don't need to be best friends with them. You shake their hand, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.